Hi guys, so today we'll be looking into a sample scenario based question that will help you to crack part 2 TOGAF examination. Now in part 2 you need to know that there are maximum of 5 points per question. That is the correct answer. If the answer is correct, you'll get 5 points. The second best answer scores 3 points. The third best scores 1 point. The distractor, okay, now that's important. There's something called as a distractor, that is totally incorrect answer, which scores 0 point. So the trick here is to find and eliminate the distractor so that you just remove it from your path, because it anyway doesn't add any value, it doesn't give you any point. So now let's look at the scenario question and understand what they are trying to test here. Now if you want, at this stage you can pause the video, try out yourself and compare with my answer later. So let's first read the scenario. So the scenario states you are serving as a consultant to the chief architect of the low-cost airline. The airline was formed in 2012 and has its main base at major international airport on the Southeast Asia. It currently serves 65 destinations in 6 Southeast Asian countries and 9 countries in Middle East and Europe. The airline has received approval to acquire a small regional carrier that will extend the market reach and enable it to feed its primary route with connecting flights from smaller cities in Asia. In order to integrate the new acquisition, an enterprise architect program has been initiated using TOGAF 9.2 as the method of guiding the framework. The CIO is the sponsor of the activity. The chief architect has indicated that this program should make use of iteration with ADM. As the program moves into phase A within the initial iteration of architectural capability cycle, the CIO has emphasized the need to ensure that the architecture is embraced across the enterprise. You have been asked as an architect to explain how you will identify and engage the stakeholder at this stage of the program. Based on TOGAF 9.2, which you are expert at, which of the following will be the best answer? So now let's look at the option before trying to get into the details. So the options are: option A, you will conduct a series of business scenarios with stakeholders impacted by the acquisition and determine which stakeholders are likely to block the initiative and which are likely to support it. You would identify the most relevant viewpoints and validate with the stakeholders. Option B, you will focus on communication with the stakeholders at the regional carrier, as effective communication of targeted information to the right stakeholders at the right time is a critical success factor for such a merger. You will develop a communication plan to ensure that they are aware of the key features of the architecture and have opportunity to comment. Option C, you will conduct a pilot project in phase A to demonstrate to the stakeholders the technical feasibility of the approaches that are available from your preferred suppliers. Once the stakeholders confirms the approach meet the requirement, you will then complete a statement of work and issue an architectural contract to your suppliers. And option D, you will identify the key stakeholders across both Atlas Airlines and the new acquisition. You will classify the position and influence, recording the result in the stakeholder map. You would focus on the key stakeholders, ensuring that you identify the most relevant viewpoint for each stakeholders and validate their concern are being addressed. So if you see, that's a lot of stuff, right? So always remember that in scenario based question, there will be a lot of noise to a scenario question. And what I mean by noise is the statement like, airlines is formed in 2012. It has an operation in Asia. It's having, it's serving 65 destinations. All these are noise. It's not giving a true value to the question. So your first job is to identify what's core to the question. What is the examiner is trying to ask here. Okay, so the core here or the core aspect of this question is that there's a merger of airline, and as a result enterprise architecture practice is initiated, and in phase A how you will ensure that enterprise architecture is applied correctly. Okay, so that's the crux of this question, and rest everything is just a noise. Okay, so learn to identify what they're asking for. Now, this question tries to test if you understand TOGAF approach to stakeholder management. You can look at my video on stakeholder management. I will provide the link below. So the first point is to look for the distractor. And why? Because you don't get any point for the distractor. Okay, distractor is of 0 point. So distractors are typically which are completely wrong statement as per TOGAF. So if you look at the option, okay, that we just went through option A to option D, which you think is the distractor? Okay, just spend some time and evaluate. Do you see any distractor here? Well, if you notice, option C is the distractor. Why? Because this statement itself is incorrect. TOGAF does not recommend implementing any pilot projects in phase A to access solution feasibility. Okay, so there's no mention of pilot project undertaking in phase A. So this is a distractor, and let's track it out. Okay, so now we are left with 3 options: option A, option B, and option D. Now let's look at this option again. Option A, now if you read it for first time, the option seems to be correct and maybe the 5-point answer, but it's missing one thing. And what is that? Let me open the TOGAF documentation. The stakeholder map approach recommended by TOGAF 9.2 to explicitly identify stakeholder is missing in this answer. The stakeholder map approach recommended by TOGAF to explicitly identify stakeholder is missing in this answer. Business scenarios are an appropriate technique to develop architecture vision and can accomplish some of the engagement, but stakeholder map important technique that help you to ensure that you're talking to the correct people, right people with the right viewpoint. Okay, so this may be a correct answer, but not a fully correct answer. Okay, so let's move on to the other option. Option B, the answer is less correct since it focuses on stakeholder at the regional carrier only. Okay, thus omitting the key stakeholders that should be involved. Okay, because if you are doing a merger, you need to involve stakeholders from all the parties. Okay, so this doesn't sound to be a correct option. Okay, option C we already crossed off, and option D, well, this seems to be the best answer because stakeholder analysis and the development of stakeholder map is a technique that the TOGAF standard recommends for identifying and engaging the key stakeholders in phase A. The stakeholder map is a major product output. So option D is correct, and if you select this, you will get 5 points for this answer. So as I said earlier, first thing in scenario based question is identify the distractors and strike it out. And then out of the 3 options that is left, probably look out for the best one, okay, which covers all the TOGAF aspect. Okay, so you hope you have got some ideas on how to tackle part 2 question. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Okay, I'll be providing more questions in the future videos so that you'll get more practice on how to tackle TOGAF 2 part 2 examination. Okay, so guys, take care, be humble and work hard. All the best, and let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Thank you.